So the first Jaldify about Pakistan is the issue of the Caretaker Conundrum by Zahid Hussain. I'll read through it. He says, piggybacking on the establishment, the current ruling coalition is a partner in the game of dismantling the PTI, making a mockery of the democratic process. It now seems certain that the former Imran Khan, Prime Minister Imran Khan, will be barred from the electoral race. Now he says sidelining a popular political leader never works. The ongoing repression of the PTI has already given a lifeline to Pakistan, notwithstanding his own role in the destroying the democratic process. And he further says in this article, we have seen this game being played several times in the past, with leaders of the main political parties being disqualified. But their political support base would never be destroyed. Both Benazir Bhutto and Nawaz Sharif returned with much greater support. That means he's indicating that Imran Khan can bounce back. Ironically, both the PPP and PMLN are now part of the same game they had fallen victim in the past to eliminate their opponent. Unfortunately, both parties have forgotten the lessons from their own history. So history is being replayed in Pakistan as per Zahid Hussain. And it's only today I heard him have a discussion with Parvez Hoodboy where he says Pakistan is in a hybrid state completely. Okay, Ajazuddin, who's a renowned journalist in Pakistan, has said in this article of shedding bitterness, he says at these critical times, and he's talking of the IMF loan and things like that, at these critical times, Pakistan needs something more than the revivifying fiscal fix from the deep-rooted pocket quartet of the IMF, China, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE. So these people are the ones who could fund Pakistan. Never before in its turbulent history has it needed the strong hands of an experienced leadership to guide it back to a semblance of normalcy. The politicians, after Qaeda Azam, passed democracy from hand to hand as if it was a cushion in a child's game. Ayub Khan, Yahya Khan, Ziaul Haq, and Musharraf put tin helmets on their mannequins of democracy. That's pretty scathing. Elected leaders like Zulfikar Ali Bhutto and Benazir Bhutto and their PPP successors and alternately the dynastic Sharifs offered promises in empty envelopes. The present leadership continues to blow from trumpets. Our country yet finds itself trapped in a trough of democracy, right? So, in fact, a trough of despondency. Okay. Now I'll add Tahir Bhai back. Tahir Bhai, you're back. So I was going through, some columns in Dawn. I'll complete it and then we'll take on. Okay. Then, Khurram Hussain, he talks of economy and democracy. He says one big mistake to avoid here is to see the fund program as some sort of an end goal worthy of sacrificing everything for. If it is not an end goal, it is a bridge to take the country over troubled waters. The real journey begins on the other side of this bridge, where everybody knows another. A longer front program will be required to steer through the tougher, deeper reforms that alone can assure Pakistan doesn't land up on the brink of default again. And for that job, a properly settled elected government is the only path because it alone can bring the depth and the mandate and create a sense of ownership through consensus necessary for success. A big challenge is shaping up for the democratic forces of this country now. Can they manage the transitions ahead while keeping the economy on an even keel? Now, the fourth opinion is from about Pakistan's Afghanistan dilemma by Maliha Lodi, who's a renowned diplomat. Right. She says several rounds of talks with Taliban officials also produced no outcome because these people had gone to speak to Taliban. In these talks, Taliban leaders acknowledged the presence of TTP in their country, offered assurance about restraining them, but asked time to accomplish peace. Now, in these parleys, Taliban leaders asked for financial assistance, ostensibly to disarm and resettle TTP fighters and their families, estimated to be around 5,000. away from the border with Pakistan. Right? This leaves Pakistan with a predicament on an issue with serious ramifications for the country's security. What are his options? Issue public warnings and hope that this would pressure the Taliban to respond. That hasn't worked so far and cannot yield an outcome from the past. Dare to hope. This is a very serious, kind of a thing which has been said in this. It is time for serious introspection and admission of mistakes that have driven the state to the edge of the precipice. Right? Such a state of intolerance, violence, apathy, anger, lawlessness, and despondency is tearing apart as a nation. All institutions of the state and those at the helm stand exposed due to the machinations of power and devious means being adopted to subdue and annihilate those who question or raise their voice against tyranny. The future of democracy in Pakistan is bleak. Sometimes strange things happen at midnight in this land where vendetta and vengeance are rife. This Tahir Bhai were a few views from within Pakistan, and these are 5 views which I normally put out as Jaldi fight.